zami zizwa nani-ke you guys can just in my comment section just let me know what you guys want to know about, what exactly you want to hear me talk about. But I'll be very clear. Please don't ask me about Inzu's spirit. I will not speak on a spirit I'm not familiar with. Please do not ask me about izinto zey'thwalo ney'hliso, ukuthi kudliswa amadoda, kudliswa ama-relationship, yonke lo msangano. Bazalwane, I can't. Yeah, because even khona abanye bacela inamba yami ya-WhatsApp, WhatsApp nifuna ukudlisa amadoda or nifuna ukudlisa abafazi benu. Bazalwane, I don't do those things. And I think ukuthi I don't know, ngize ngibuza amathwasa ami ukuthi, do you guys not believe me when I do a video and I say ukuthi 1 no 2 no 3 angwenzi? You know, the one thing I know ukuthi there's a lot of us you know, that do videos and all of that, and then bakhulume one thing and then do another. I don't do that. I live an authentic life. Ayikho into about impilo engiyiphilayo that is fake or inauthentic or ukuthi hlampe you know, ngenzela nina nokuthi ngithandwe nina ningibone ngumuntu oright or ningibone ngumuntu othile. No, I'm not like that. I'm that person that believes ukuthi phila iqinisweni, ngoba once you be exposed then usuzama ukuqhamuka nezitori-ke, usuzama ukucover up ukuthi no, giving excuses. I don't have time for that. Ngiphilile impilo enzima, ngiphilile impilo enama ups and downs that are ajulile, you know, that maybe at some point I'll be comfortable with talking about all of it. But impilo yami engiyiphilile does not afford me the ability ukuthi ngiphile impilo efake or ngiphile impilo la ngikhuluma into eyi-1 ngenza into enye. You know, it doesn't work like that. And then also I always unfortunately have to do like these little reminders, because I think either abantu that don't watch all my videos and watch some of my videos and then come into my WhatsApp. WhatsApp yami bazalwane yokusebenza. Ayabantu abafuna ukuzolashwa, abantu abadinga ukulashwa, abantu abanezimo eziphuthumayo that I need to attend to. Because I think, as I said, ukuthi 99% of the time I answer my own phone, I answer my own WhatsApp. Uncane amathuba unless mhlambe ngisebenza umuntu bese send a message then izophendula kuyithwasa lami or amathwasa depending ukuthi khona abani ngaleso sikhathi, but izophendula ibona-ke ukuthi ke ngisaxinekile ngibambekile. Okay, I have a question here. Oh, thank you so much, Gogo. But yeah, but like I literally live a very, very authentic life. Even in Kokuzam, I think I'm at Wasamasefiga Lana Abon. Ngizithanda genuinely. Mina ngiqala ukuthi nje inkukumati gibele impedeni ngithathe leso sikhashana, you know, and ngiqhubeke ne-life. Ngifuna ukuzibona ngizi around. Ngikhumbula khona ithwasa lami inkukhu zami zathi ukuduka kancane, ngangakwazi ngisho ukuya esibhedlela ngiyoteta ngine-stress ngithi ayitholakali. Uyabo, sengithethisa umkhwenyana la ushabayo sethi no, we need to go. But I genuinely love my chickens. I genuinely love my chickens. I genuinely live a very basic lifestyle. It's who I am. Umsebenzi wedlozi ngibiziwe ngiyawenza, and I do it at its fullest capacity, because nomuntu ozinikayo ekulapheni in order to go through this journey, I go through with it. I go through it. Isingisibaleke bazalwane kwenzakalani amadlozi ethu masesenqaba nale English ngidlula kuyona nabo, so I go through it with them. Sure. Ngisho right. But yeah, I go through it with them. So hey, kwanzima. But yeah, so when I treat people ngithanda ukuthi ngibe nabantu abaserious ngokulashwa, because I think sekwenzeka isimo nowadays, and I'm speaking about it nokuthi ngidlatlatha kancane, but it's educational. When it comes to healing, bazalwane, the reason why a lot of you guys say ukuthi ade nangiqeqeza ngoma ningasizakali and this and that, it's because I think nathi ikuthini iphutha likuthina ukuthi we've made it seem like ukulapha is it's a quickie thing. Uhambe uyogezwa uyowenza leyo cleansing once, uphalaze once, leso sikhashana ulashwa and it's done and usu right, and it doesn't work like that. When it comes to cleansings and ukulashwa, it's a process. Khona abantu okwazi ukuthi balashwe 1 month inkinga yabi phele because inkinga yabo bingajulile. Yabo, khona abantu that need 3 months, khona abantu that need 6 months, khona abantu that need a year when it comes to their healing, because lento moyithatha uyibeka on a ngendlela yesilungu, when you take these problems and put them in a manner of the Western world. When you are sick, if you have the flu, they tell you take this medication for a month and you should be fine afterwards. Okay, uyazi ukuthi hayi into esheshayo. If you have TB, they'll tell you, okay, it's gonna take you 6 months or 3 months, whatever the case may be, to uthathe ubudle medication yakho, and then you'll be fine. And then if you have something like cancer, then they tell you, okay, you're gonna be on this medication for whatever period, then you're gonna go into remission and this and that and whatever. So there are processes, there are steps. It's the same way masilapha ngokwesintu, silapha ngokwethongo. It's important to note ukuthi depending on what ugula nani spiritually, it actually takes time. And the reason why you guys don't see results sometimes when it comes to your healing is because nitshela ukuthi into ukuthi hayi thunesichitho unikwe into zokuphalaza ugezwe sekuphelile. But we need to understand ukuthi what type of isichitho do you have, what type of idliso do you have, what type of a problem do you have, what type of a problem do you have, and then we are able to give medication. Leave it, it's fine, baby. Then we are able to give medication and give a prescription as to what the healing that is required. So yeah, so then we able to decide, okay, this is what's going on with you spiritually, this is what you need. The same problem when it comes to inkinga zomsamo. Khona inkinga zomsamo that you just need ukuthi uhlambulule umsamo, ugeze lo muntu leyo omnikazi umsamo, umsabo ube phashasha ube right. Uyabo le nto ube papap, uyabo le nto ube right. But then khona umuntu onenkinga zomsamo ejulile ezindala, ekufanele ukuthi mazilungiswe. Eziqhamuka kokhokho ukuthi umsamo waphambaniswa, umsamo kwaganga ngayo, umsamo waphendulwa, and all those things take months to fix, especially uthola ukuthi udila nomuntu abantu abafane ngabe balungisa leyo nkinga abasekho. Lo muntu loyo sikufanele uyena ufanele athathe over arana umsamo sekhaya, sekuyena osele abasekho laba abadala that should have fixed the problem. So now we're trying to fix inkinga that umuntu as inheritile, that were passed down. So you need to understand ukuthi mogula spiritually ugula nani, and then they'll give a clear indication. Mo lasho umuntu wangampela, yabo uzokwazi ukuthi achazele ukuthi lento izothatha mhlawumbe sithi 6 months or 3 months, but futhi nakhona kunezimpawu ezokhombisa ukuthi no kuyalunga. With everything that I do, mengilapha umuntu ngihlezi ngiclear ngithi mina I 110% need results. Angikwazi ukuthi ngikulaphe ubufaka imali yakho kulento and azikho izimpawu zokuthi khona umehluko owenzakalayo. With everything that I do, I demand results from ancestors. but those results ukuthi ubone na ukuthi no kuyanyakazwa kuyamuva uyahamba lo mshini lona yebo lento kuyalunga. So it's a bit by bit by bit process, and it takes time. It's not a get rich quick kind of scheme or a pyramid scheme sokulapheka. Ayikho into enjalo, and people that promise you that bayanilahlekisa, you know. And even abantu uthi self healing, these are things ezingekho, and then nihamba nama self healing niyoyilandela ezinye inkinga, and then bese niyabuya kuthina esilaphayo owangempela, and sesinenkinga ukuthi uhambe wayolanda izinto ongazazi or uhambile wayowenza umsebenzi ongawazi, and then now we need to also fix that because uthola ukuthi lento oyenzile nayo ihambe iyaphazamisa somewhere. So you need to understand all of that ukuthi in everything that you do you will be answerable. So thina kukhona la we have to accept responsibility, but nani zihlupheni uku-understand the processes and understand ukuthi what exactly is it that you are doing. Mina anginqeni umuntu ngihlezi ngitshela ukuthi I'd rather you ask questions ungihluphe ngokubuza sikhona ukuthi wazi ukuthi okay, this is a treatment that you're doing and this is the reason. This is what you're doing and this is the reason. Yes, sometimes there are things that I can't give you an answer for, but are just a part of the process. But a lot of the things that I do, I'll be able to give you an answer. This is why we are doing that. And nanifani ihluphe ngokuyazi lento, because at the end of the day, sizama ukulungisa nina imsami yenu amathongo enu amadlozi enu. We trying to ensure ukuthi you have the capabilities ukuthi lezi zinto ezidinga ukuthi mayikhanye esimeni sakho sempilo, esimeni sakho sethongo, esimeni sakho semsamo ziyenzeka. Uyayibona lento. And you can khona isisho sesikhona kudala engangijwayele ukusizwa ngisasebenza izinto zesilungu. To never what was it? Never write a check that your butt can't cash, right? So ungalibhali check lelo ungakwazi ukuthi ulikhokhele, so to speak. In other words, ukuthi never overpromise izinto that you know fully well that you're unable to fulfill their promises, right? And spiritually that's a problem because sibaningi esenza leyo nto ukuthi sinithembisa izulu nomhlaba, and we honestly can't give you that. The only person that can give you the izulu nomhlaba is abantu bakini. But you also need to understand ukuthi abantu bakini umnotho ababegijima nawo imuphi, because that's also the first line of defense. You need to know ukuthi ugijima nomnotho wakephi. Abantu bakhe babefuya, abantu bakini babe nomhlaba, abantu bakini babe lima, or babe ama-merchant babe dayisa. You need to know what exactly the umnotho wakini is in order to understand and ukuzama ukuphendula lo mnotho into something that fits in isikhathini samanje esiphila kuso, ukwazi ukuthi ucele kubona ukuthi this is what it is. Because imvamise ngicela izinto uthola ukuthi into abantu bakini ababengahlangene nayo, abantu ababenganandaba nayo, yabo lento, and into mhlawumbe abangayi-understand. So now we need to ask them ukuthi okay, lokho engikwenza because this is the current situation esiphila kuyona, sicela ukuthi siwuphendule nomnotho ukuthi ume kanje, uyayibona lento, or ungandisele kanje. But you need to understand that and stop thinking ukuthi everything that comes to wealth, anyway, ukuthi this is how it is, right? So I hope I've made sense on that department, because ezinye izinto uthola ukuthi ngiyafika bazalwane nihlule, you have wrong information about things. You have anybody promise is like going to a drug dealer, and lo drug dealer leyo kithi hayi lokhu uthatha nje ishot yalokhu, lokhu uthatha ishot lalokhu, ufuna lo uthatha ihit engapheli, yabo. Kanti masilungisa isimo sakho sabadala, silungisa esimeni somsamo, leyo nto leyo idala ukuthi ihlahlele kahle impilo yakho, izinto lezi kade zingalungi before zikhona ukuthi mayilunge. I didn't briefly speak about isimo sami say loss yabantwana because or just because I felt like it and just because I didn't have anything to talk about. I think it was my previous video that I explained ukuthi as abantu besifazane as abantu besilisa it's very important to ukwenza ukuhlambulula uzihlambulule uma umuntu uphila because there are things sometimes that attached to you or uthola ukuthi ama after effects of izinto obuthunyelwa ngazo or abantu obuthana nawo iningi nje there's a list that can cause you to have certain problems. And those problems can be minimized or prevented ngokuthi ubuye uhambe uhlambulule and ukhiphe obunye udoti from your system. Yebo lento lezo zinto lezo ziyiqiniso izinto zibalekile. The reason why kudala yayingenziwa is because or angasho ukuthi zazingenziwa as much is because abantu babegcina isintu sabo babegcina amasiko abo. So whenever tushonelwe wawazi ukuthi lo mndeni loyo without fail bazogeza bazoklenza bazohlambulula bazoyikhumula inzila. Because it's not just about ukugeza but it's also about ukukhumula inzila. Yebo lona you knew ukuthi kudala umuntu mekuthi akazala abantwana kwakhona abantu besifazane ababemcebisa ukuthi enza kanje sikhona usithola ukuthi inkinga yakho eyendalo yini noma inkinga yakho eyezinto zasemhlabeni. Yebo lena there were structures in place kwandulo sho njalo na endulo yeah ukuthi kukhona ukuthi into eziningi zikhathuleke abantu ay suka yabo kunezinto kudala ukuthi khona ukuthi kusizakale kugwemeke into eziningi yabo. And now we don't have that. A lot of people don't understand that and don't do that. Yabo lento so manje bahlele inkingeni we benezinto ezigijima esibelethweni banezinto I remember I had a client a few months ago wangitshela ukuthi after seqala ukusebenzisa izinto zami bebeka awuphinyanga yonke akasophi inyanga yonke all those things and it was fanele ube khona lapho waye esikhathini ngale le inhlungu lezi abeba naso sibelethweni ukuthi ziphele zishaba yabo zikhona ukuthi ishabalala and all of that. So kwakhona ukuthi izinto zakhe icace in that regard. So when we speak about these cleanses and we speak about ukulashwa, it's important because sometimes umunye umuntu uvalue into zakhe because uhamba nodota ade ahambe baqoqa emzini yabantu ade waqoqa madoda na ade waqoqa kwabantu besifazana. All those things bazalwane are so important. That's why healing is a process. Healing takes time and also understanding ukuthi umsamu omkhulu ukuwena self wena person wena muntu yabo. Sometimes actually most of the time your biggest sum is with you, so there has to be a level of purity there. Asisho ukuthi ningaqomi asisho ukuthi ningalali but sithi ukuthi enzani with the consciousness and understanding ukuthi because umsamo omkhulu ukunina fanele ngikhona ukuthi ngiphile kanje kuze isimo sami somoya sihlezi sikanje nezinto zami zicace. Because ezinye izilwane is created from the various spirits that you interact with. That's why sometimes ukuthola ukuthi even ukuzwana nabantu uzuzwana nomuntu isikhashana after that sengixabene kodwa awazi ukuthi ngixatshaniswe yini. Yebo lento kodwa sekuxatshene kuhlinelweni njena ziyaduma ziyaphambili ziyaphansi awazi so all of that is important to note. Yazi kahle kahle ngifuna ukuthi le video ibe mfishane so xakeka manje khuluma isikhathi side kangaka but yeah I'm just trying to be clear on certain things that you guys ask. And then also bazalwane, please stop assuming ukuthi because this is another reason why ngibona ukuthi ngilwa yini. Somebody once asked me ukuthi ngingamposela yini amagobongo. You can't post those things. Lezo zinto zidinga ukuthi ma umuntu abe khona physically akusize, and you can't do anything ehlangene nobulawu, ehlangene nabantu abadala ungahlambululekile, ungalashiwe. You can't be asking healers to send you. That's why abalaphi bezodlala ngani, because bayabona ukuthi you can't be asking for amagobongo ukuthi ngicela imposelwe wona. Amagobongo can only be done ebukhosini. Sike sikhulume ezomakhosi ukuthi, or angisho ukuthi I'm one of the few that still says this. I cannot give you what I do not have. It's so important to always remember that. Angikwazi ukukunika into enganayo. Ngeke umuntu onediploma akunika i-degree. Ngeke umuntu one-degree akunika i-PhD. PhD uzokunika i-PhD. Umuntu one-masters uzokunika i-masters. Umuntu one-degree uzokunika i-degree. Umuntu one-diploma uzokunika i-diploma. Khanti ngingakazi ngidla amagobongo ngikwenzela amagobongo. Khanti ngingakazi ngithwase ngikuthwasise. Khanti ngingaze ngidla ukuhamba labelozi ngikwenzela ukuhamba labelozi. Khanti ukuthi ngingakazi ngidla ukuhamba lesithunywa ngikwenzela ukuhamba lesithunywa. Khanti ngingazange ngikuphakamise isithunywa sami ngikuphakamisela isithunywa sakho. Khanti ngingakaze ngibe into ethile ngikunika into ethile. It doesn't work like that. Please bazalwane ngicela ningaboyikhohlwa leyo nto. Mina, it's not about ukuthi umuntu unesitifiketi yini sokuthi wathwasa or akanaso isitifiketi. Mina ngikho lapha kunandaba naleyo nto, because I know ukuthi kunabalaphi abahlale ey'ndaweni zamakhaya, that don't have le tifiketi lezi ezikhishwa manje, but abantu that ababalaphi for over 20 years, that abalaphi for 30 years. Mina personally, umamezala wami, she initiated about 30 years ago, but uhlala akana certificate, so ngizothi akasona isangoma because akana certificate. It doesn't work like that. Uyayibona? Mina for years ngithwasile ngangana certificate, but uzothi angithwasanga ngoba bengana certificate. It does not work like that. Isangoma nginaso manje. Let's get that clear. I've had it for a while. Let's get that very, very clear. But you can't say ukuthi umuntu is not something because you see by the way they move, by the way they carry themselves, by the things they do, by what they do, and in-depth knowledge of what they are doing. And uma uyakutshela ukuthi ngilasha into umuntu oyena noma umuntu ongayena. For example, lento I've had so many people coming here, bedla amagobongo 5 days, bedla amagobongo 3 days, bedla amagobongo 7 days, bedla amagobongo healer that would do that to you. Umthetho. And uyazi ukuthi upha ngempela ngeke agile on that. Umuntu osesebenza ngelwane. Whatever it is, kodwa umuntu owathwasa ngempela, umuntu owakhona ukuthi agobe, umuntu owakhona ukuthi aguqele ithongo lakhe, umuntu owakhona ukuthi aguqele idlozi lakhe, umuntu owahamba lo hambo, wahlabeka, wanyathela, wenza umzima balo, will not do that to you. So know and understand ukuthi umuntu ozokutshela ukuthi ngizokwenzela igobongo for 7 days. Ukuthi that person is not a healer. Not saying uhlapa kathwasanga, but they are not a healer, because you need to understand what a healer is. Umuntu ozokunika umuthi ukuthi hamba uyodlisa ubani, that is not a healer, because umuntu uyazi ukuthi number one, njengengisangoma, the person I was meant to spend my life with, emngomeni bami, who is my husband, is also a sangoma. Uyayibona, idlozi attracts idlozi. Labo bantu bagijima kuqala phambili bayokuhlahlela indlela yakho, bayokuhlanganisa nomuntu oyophila impilo yakho ngendlela enzo understandana ngayo. Shabalala, stop it. Yabo. So lo muntu loyo uzophila impilo nawe ngendlela enzo understandana ngayo. The idlozi will attract idlozi, and idlozi will never attract idlozi that is beneath him. You guys will always be equal in power, be equal in abilities. You may not have the same abilities, but you'll be equal in abilities. right? So amandla enu esimeni sabadala will be equal, will be a plain level, right? So in understanding that, right, idlozi attracts idlozi. If wena uthanda umuntu ngobuwena, ngokuthi wena usibanibani, hayi ukuthi umthanda ngokomoya just because you want them, you want to have them, bese uyathatha uyamdlisa umntwana wabantu, udlisa umuntu mhlawumbe uthola ukuthi unedlozi. Yebo lento xabane bafa abantu ubusubulela umuntu ngenxa yokuthi you just wanted to be with them. Idlozi mekuthi linihlanganisile, you will never need ukuthi umdlise lo muntu, because idlozi will secure that relationship. Idlozi lizoyibethela leyo relationship. Idlozi lizowenza sure ukuthi lishaye iketango engapheli phezu kweimpilo zenu, ukuthi nazi ukuthi noma ekuthiwani nibophelene kanje. Sihle sibuka abantu hawu umuntu kade ehlukene nomuntu sebebuyelene futhi yini idlozi alivuma ukuthi bahlukane. Uthando hlanganiswe abadala, hlanganiswe amathongo, hlanganiswe idlozi. That relationship cannot be broken by anything. Yabo, at all. It cannot be broken. So what is the need ukuthi uthathe wena umuntu uyodlisa umntwana womuntu? There's no need for that. And anybody that tells you otherwise is wrong. And udlala ngayo and uyakulahlekisa, because abantu bamanje don't understand ukuthi ukudlisa umuntu qala kwakwenziwa njani. Leyo nto eyayicelwa emsamo. When umuntu made ehlushwa indoda, for example, or umuntu ehlushwa umfazi, in order to secure that, what would happen is mhlambe mina ngihlushwa uShabalala. Then what would happen is mina ngizobika kubo kaShabalala ukuthi hey umntwana wenu nangengihlupha. Then they will be the ones that abazoya emsamo bayoshisela lo muthi impepho, bayobika ukuthi hey ingane yeni ihlupha kanje kanje kanje, and then sizoyenza nje kuze sikwazi ukuthi ke sehlisa ukuhlupha kwayo. And no muntu akaphinda hluphe leyo nto eyabikwa emsamo abakubo, not you. Wena ngeke uthathe umuntu umntshontshe umuntu umfake. Idlozi lizobona ukuthi it's under attack. Ithongo lizobona ukuthi kuzogilwa umntwana walo, so lizolwa bese iyaphambana lento. That's why you find people, you know, abadlisa abantu going through the most. Engingisayibeka la because niyazazi inkinga ezenzakala emade ndlisa abantu. Yebo lento. So ayifuneki leyo nto. If you go to a healer will heal. A healer won't say ukuthi idlisa umuntu ukuze into zakho zibe right. It doesn't work like that. Because nithola nisenkingeni more because of those types of things. But ke angisayijulela kakhulu leyo nkulumo, but I just wanted to be clear as to have a basic understanding of certain things and be able to differentiate ukuthi what is a healer and what is umuntu, because kusekuthiwasa nomba manje. Thwasa nombani no namakhelwane nengane zakhona nakale phesheya obani nobani kuyathwaswa manje, but ubizo into ehlukile to be called to be a healer is something very deep and something very sacred, and it is not to be played with and it is not to be trifled with. And I feel like as people that have gone to healers and people that go to healers, and I before ngibe isangoma, I had gone to healers like I boys ngisi singenzani esangtrapis ngisi ace man. I had gone to healers and I could feel when I was in front of a healer and I could feel when I was in front of somebody or keep umuthi njengoba uyakhishwa, not because ubizela ukuthi enze lento lena. When we do healing of not just the spirits, but it's you need to be umuntu aligned. So we do healing of the spirit, so we do spiritual healing, we do emotional, we do mental psychological healing. So align as a person, because it takes more than just ukudla umuthi okulapha umuntu. Bazalwane ukhathalekile namahlombe asangihlupha manje. So just to wrap up, everything I have said is going to be helpful and going to make some sort of difference in Zenu. And I have two announcements to make. Ngoba ngiyanithanda and ngiyabona ukuthi cha uWhatsApp wambushisa ngalezi zinto lezi. So I have a lot of clients that I do ngibalaphe eGoli, and ngiyabona ukuthi as much as I have you know, people or abantu sebaphothula empandeni yakogatsheni empandeni yakondlovula ekhaya that I could send you guys to, but ngiyabona ukuthi no, nifuna mina self. So I've thought about it long and hard, and I've discussed it with Ushabalala. And we also needed to figure out a way, because siyazi ukuthi hayi ukuthi wonke umuntu odinga ukulashwa unemali zonke, and if mina ngifanele ngilapha umuntu eJoburg, the standard is ukuthi you have to sort out my booking, you have to accommodate me, ufanele ungisuse la eThekwini ukhokhele basically everything regarding mina ngifike eGoli and my stay and my food and whatever, all of that. So not everybody can do that, hence why abanye bengibathumela kwizangoma esezathwasa la ekhaya. But we've discussed it, and we needed to find a way to make it cheaper for you guys, where andinga ukuthi nikhokhele zonke lezo zinto, wonke umuntu ungalapheka. So this is what we've decided. Once a month, sizonyuka size eGoli. We're gonna spend a weekend there, so it'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So angizothi so Thursday. Yeah, khona so rest. So sizonyuka Thursday, so siqala ukulapha uLesihlanu, uMgqibelo, iSonto in Joburg, and then isibuye Monday. So we have a good full 3 days of healing in Joburg. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take at most or angithi at minimum, isingisi siyangitrapa today, but we're gonna take 10 people only 10 people esobalapha that weekend. And because we're gonna do, if it's 10 people, it's about 3 people a day. 3, 6, 9, yeah, it's about 3, and then one day it will have 4 people, so I should like uMgqibelo wenza 4, and then Friday, Saturday, yeah. So 3 days, 10 people only. Esokwazi ukuthi ke sibalaphe in the sense ukuthi sizobageza, and I need to have spoken to them before. So what we'll do is in the fee, your cleansing, we're actually gonna include the consultation, so that by the time we get there, we already know what the problem is, and sizongeza and then sinike into insebenzo, and then sinike insebenzo and see, yeah, Sinkeza. So Sizongeza, we're gonna have a consultation prior to us getting to Joburg, and then Sizonika insebenzo. Yes, I think I'm clear. Yeah. So inhlolo sizozenza and then ilona insebenzo, so izinto engizoyisebenzisa, and the cleansing for that weekend. So it's gonna be 2,000 rand for all of those 3 things, and then we're gonna come. Yeah, everything has to be prepaid, because we're trying to not have you guys pay for our trip there. We're trying not to have you guys you know, lezinto lezi extra fanele ngabe niyayilungisa uthi niyilungise, and we're trying to make it as affordable as possible. So we'll take care of everything. Sizoyifikisa thina in Joburg, we're gonna accommodate ourselves, we're gonna sort ourselves out, but sizobe sizonilapha ke in those 3 days. Siyiphethe zonke into zenu, siniphahlele and all of that. So it will be 2,000 rand, and the consultation, obviously we're gonna do it before, but now ukuthi to book you have to prepay. Fanele uprepare, sazi ukuthi okay lo muntu is confirmed, because angifuni unqaba abantu ukuthi oh no sibanibani uthe they've already confirmed their spots kodwa umuntu akakhokhile. Then it makes no sense. Then we might as well go to the original way of doing it. But because we are trying to save for you guys, sizoyenza this way. You have to prepay for everything, and then your spot is confirmed. yeah, and then we'll let you know the date. But once nje reach at 10 people, then the if there are more, then those people are gonna have to wait for the following month. So eyokuqala session izoba ngo-October, the next session is gonna be in November. I don't think we're gonna do it in December. uDisemba usuke nje umatasa, and ngizophothula abantu abaningi ngoDisemba, njengoba kuzoba uDisemba nje. I think kuphothula abantu abawu-3 yabo, so I won't be able to do it in December. So October, November I'll be doing it. The next session yoziba ngoJanuary. So that's what I'll be doing for you guys. And then the second announcement, Healers Retreat is returning go end of Feb, so the first weekend of March next year. So ngaqala save up emails zenu, those that missed it this year and thought ukuthi ngizoyenza November, engeke bazalwane ngixakekile. And even when I did the other one, le ngiyenze nini ngo-April, le ngayenza ngo-April ngangimithi, ngangikhulelwe upoison, so nje ngeke ngikwazi ukuyenza nje. Umfana wami yo hayi akathi ukuphumula naye, uma wakhe lokho ebaleke lapha eyobabhizi, so uyobe sekhulile. So the next one will be March. So ngabe ngiqala ngisave imali, and I found such a beautiful place that's going to be so suitable for it, for the one we're going to do this time. So nje yeah, we're going to do it over 3 days, so it will be, I think, over a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, and it's gonna be amazing, guys. Like, I can't wait to interact. And indlela engithanda ngayo bazalwane, you have no idea. That's why I try to answer, even though I answer late. I'm a message, but I try to answer. And yeah, kube kuhle, kube mhlophe bazalwane, and continue to send love. I appreciate all those people lama comment enhlezi nwabeka, you know, saying how much you enjoy my videos, saying how much you love me as a person. And I genuinely, I think anybody that has been a Skodlo Sami, or that has, done a consultation with me, knows ukuthi ngikunika isikhathi, siyahlala sixoxe. It's not just about ukuhlola, but siyaxoxa, siya-interacta, sikhona ukuthi ngik-understand nami as a person ukuthi okay, sengikuhlolile, alright, sihlolile, right, siyazi ukuthi inkinga ikephi. But I try to give you my time and energy. That's why sometimes if ngithola ukuthi ngibambekile and I cancel and mhlawumbe movie data consultation yakho, ungakhali, because I always make sure ukuthi mase ngiyenza consultation nawe, ngikunika isikhathi sakho, we are able to talk, we are able to discuss all your concerns, you are able to ask questions, angikujahi, we just do our thing. And ukhona ukuthi uphuma usuthi ubona cha uhleli nomuntu okwazile ukuthi aku-understand on a spiritual level. And I try to be that, because I know that's what I also needed ngathi ngilashwa, especially because ngiyazi ukuthi lezi zinto zedlozi, lezi zinto zethongo, it can be confusing and it can be a lot. So nje cabanga itela amselaza labanda Jehova Nkosi. Yabo ngithanda kanjani? Shitela abanda la. Ngoba ngithi cha, ngifuna ukuthi ngikhulume and try and bang isihloko, even ngithe short family meeting, isi 40 minutes family meeting, so nje angazi. But yeah, kube kuhle, kube mhlophe bazalwane, nina amathonga amahle, nina abantwana bedlozi. We shall meet next time, and ngiyathemba ukuthi ke whoever you find to heal you can understand you and be able to heal you in the depths of your soul. Thokozani.